Hi, my name's Rob Fryer and I am the Education, Training and Employment Worker at Passage House. We were looking at devising a literacy scheme for Westminster's rough sleepers. We realised immediately that this book was going to be right for us. The things that stuck out to us was the fact that it was one-on-one teaching, which I knew to be very important. The flexibility of the book really grabbed us as well, the fact that we can use a number of coaches for one learner, and with our transient client group that was really important. It's logical progression, it's clear photos, and its ease of use for the coach as well just sang out to us. So we started using We Can Read as the cornerstone for our literacy pilot. What I hadn't anticipated was how deeply I would be moved by providing the first reading lesson for my learner Michael. We had moments within the first session where Michael made breakthroughs, massive breakthroughs for him, things that he thought he would never achieve within the first half hour, that literally made my hair stand on end. It was so rewarding. It was actually the most rewarding piece of work that I was doing at the time. The volunteers that we've found get so much out of providing the lessons. They are so dedicated and so committed because they get so much from it.
Hi, my name's Matt and I'm a coach for We Can Read. So I live in a Salvation Army hostel in central London, and I was approached by a lady who does a bit of training in here and said, would you fancy helping someone to learn to read? They gave me the booklet and said, get on with it.
Some of the issues that we needed to think about was what would be the best time to learn. So some of our residents will have alcohol issues, which will mean that they need a drink in the morning before they can concentrate, and after that drink their best time to learn would be around then, before they had any more to drink. Some guys would need to learn in the evening after dinner, other guys at lunchtime, so our volunteers came in as and when necessary. Our client group are what described as transient, which will mean if they're rough sleeping they may be moving around. If they come into a hostel they might find it very stressful and go back onto the street quite quickly. Some guys will come in and be assessed and move on within a matter of months. Others might stay for a year. So when you're putting together a learning package for somebody, a massive obstacle is the fact that that person may not be here in a day or a month or a year. The reason that We Can Read worked so well for us was the fact that there is no preparation for the coach. The book can be handed from coach to coach, and the new coach coming in can, within a matter of minutes, assess the progress made by the learner and the difficulties that might have been having in the work that they've done so far. So a new coach can come in, pick the book up and continue delivering the lesson. That's enabled us to operate with massive flexibility, and I think that's the key to the success of our pilot and the book, is the flexibility. The coaches come in, pick the book up, open the page and start.
I've probably seen about 14, 16 people. And in a way, this thing that Westminster Council piloted within their borough, and they're hoping to run it out across London, that there's always someone who can do We Can Read. And because of the nature of it, it's very transferable. So I'm hoping that some of the guys that I saw that I didn't finish with, or we didn't have time or whatever reason, wherever they move on to, now's the time, it's not a big deal, just get it done.
There's no preparation, there's no complex marking matrix that they need to do, there's no training that they need to go on. They literally come in, pick the book up, 1 minute reading their page and they go. So it fits our demanding needs very well. After our pilot had got going, we put ourselves forward for the Andy Ludlow Award, which is the most prestigious award within the homeless sector. To win the Andy Ludlow Award, your pilot is easily replicated throughout the rest of the UK, and our model, as it stood, was perfect for that. There's no reason why every borough, every county, council, every area in the UK can't replicate this and have as much success with it as we did. There's very little expense in the project. The only outlay really is the book, and as far as learning is concerned, the price is nothing.
My biggest success probably is this old guy who after we'd been doing it for a couple of months came to me and said, it was Mad Keen Scouser, Liverpool fan, and he said he'd read the match reports, the football match reports in the paper for the first time, and he was very proud of that. But he wasn't proud of it. I think he was proud because Liverpool won. They had a good write-up for once.
The project is now being rolled out. We've just started the London-wide rollout to encompass all London boroughs, and there are plans for this to be rolled out nationally throughout the UK in the future. The ideal really would be, as I've explained about our transient client group, if somebody moves from Westminster Borough, where our project is, to Camden, that these services and this book will be available for those clients in Camden as well. Obviously the London rollout will assist us with that, but it's really important that we spread the message of Each One Teach One, of Yes We Can Read, and the Westminster Rough Sleepers literacy strategy. And the more the word is spread, the more joined up everybody's focus will be, and the easier it will be to start making a difference in improving people's lives through teaching them to read.
I can't motivate people to want to read. I can't motivate people to go off and read Tolstoy or, but what I can do is help people with the tools of being able to read.